All right, we're reviewing a bronze, silver, gold game, as you can see. And this is not a viewer game. Well, it is a viewer game, but we're not going to be spectating a viewer. We're actually going to be focusing on some random person that happens to be in this game. It's this guy right here, J Jones 615. Now, J Jones, I'm not trying to pick on you. I'm really not, but I'm using you as a lesson for everybody else, okay? This is a bronze match. He's a bronze IronMan player, clearly. And there's a lot of mistakes this guy's making to bring negative value to his team. So any of you that are trying to move up, you know, bronze, silver, gold, maybe you're playing alone, maybe you're new to the game, new to the genre, you don't know quite what's going on, you're overwhelmed. We're going to see some things in this ranked match that you should not do, okay? So I'm going to be going through the match randomly here, different times. So it's already started. The doors are already open. He's cracked his E, and first thing you'll notice is that he's right in the open. Okay? Now, the enemy team is a little bit distracted with the people right in front of them. But the enemy team will quickly deal with all that. I'm going to turn this down a little bit, the audio. Okay. And then what do you notice here? A bunch of his teammates are dead already. And the Punisher, with infinite ammo from the Rocket Raccoon, finally notices the target up above him. You can see him start shooting at him. The Iron Man's shooting at the Punisher. He has no chance of killing this Punisher. There's a Rocket Raccoon ready to heal him right behind him. And the Iron Man decides now, since after the target's already acquired him now, that he wants to try and beam him down. Don't do this. Just retreat. Always be at angles where you can retreat, especially bronze, silver, gold. Value your life, okay? You're never going to kill this person, and even if you did, they're this far from their spawn or the rocket will respawn them. It's irrelevant. So back the fuck up. What does he do? He tries to beam him. He's not even in range. He completely missed. He's now dead. Okay? After the first fight, J Jones did 748 damage. Mostly poke, random damage that Rocket probably healed. He contributed nothing. Okay? Let's fast forward. So he's respawning. He's flying back. Again, he's trying to take some kind of flanking position here. He cracks his E, he shoots his missiles, he basic attacks 3 times, and he jumps the gun. He fucking gets out of here, okay? He wraps all the way around to where he should have been the first time. And now he has a decent angle, okay? This is kind of where you want to be. He can go over here for safety. He can go over here for safety. He can shoot at the choke point, okay? These are, in case you're new to the game, these are called choke points. All right. A lot of teams have to come up these stairs with the cart. Maybe they have some guys jump over here, some come this way, but most of them are going to come straight up here. So Iron Man, he's at a good spot now. He's shooting, he's harassing, he's gaining ultimate charge, which is great. That's what you want to be doing. Now he decides to jump in so he can shoot Iron Man's terrible fucking rockets. He fires the rockets. He completely ignores the Punisher that's screaming that he's about to use his ult. Judge, jury, and executioner. And he's dead. He had no reason to be here. He's over-aggressive just for the sake of being over-aggressive. Never should have left this spot, probably. Or if he did, he should have went this way. Whatever. But he fucked up. Okay? He's dead again. 2 deaths. He's now at 1,800 damage. Gucci Goober here on Winter Soldier has almost doubled his damage so far. And blocked more damage. But he's contributing. The tanks on J Jones's team aren't doing too well. Low damage numbers. But they also don't really have any pressure from one of their damage dealers. So it all kind of fits together. And he's not really providing much for them yet. Okay? So let's play it. We'll see what this guy does when he comes back. So J Jones is racing back. Can't go over that wall, buddy. You'll notice here, he's got his Hulk player here. He's got his Mantis here. Half his team also died, so they're running back. The enemy team is 4 meters from capping. They're all alive. What do you think Jay Jones is going to do? He should back up, right? He's going to back up, right? So he's not shooting. He hasn't shot at all yet on this life. Not a single basic attack or anything. Still hasn't shot. But he tries to ult, wastes his entire ultimate, doesn't get it off, dies. He literally stands right in the open while trying to do it. And he completely dies. Now, even if he had got this ult off, okay, let's say he shoots this ult and he kills Punisher and does a big chunk of damage to Penny. All right, maybe he kills Bruce too. Doesn't really matter, okay? Doesn't matter at all. These guys are fucking 5 feet from their spawn. If he KOs them here, it really doesn't change much. All right? Complete waste of his ultimate. He's not shutting them down in the middle of a fight. He's not picking someone off. He's not chunking somebody when a fight's about to happen. He's just killing a couple guys and they just respawn a few seconds later. The payload isn't even through the doors yet. Like they're going to be walking through this thing while these other guys respawn. That's best case scenario. Worst case is what he just did. Died for absolutely nothing. Okay? So far, Jay Jones not contributing much. All right? He's still at 1,800 damage, and now the other duelist on the team has more than doubled his damage output. Now, one thing I want to point out here is that as a newer player, okay, you might enjoy playing certain characters, and that's fine. But if you're trying to rank up and the goal is to win rank games, you need to be honest with yourself at some point and be like, hey, maybe the character that I chose to play for this match to start isn't working out for me. Maybe there's multiple reasons why I should change. Maybe their Punisher on the other team is a really good player. He's already at 6,500 damage. He's got 14 kills. You wouldn't be able to see the damage while he's in game, but he'd see the 14 kills. Maybe I shouldn't be playing the floating IronMan, right? So you'd switch to something with a little bit more value. Even if he played Penny Parker, if he played Squirrel Girl and just shot random nuts at people from across the map, he's probably going to add more value and just clog up the choke points more than IronMan. But he doesn't, okay? So now he's decided he's going to wait for his team a bit. He's finally starting to wise up, right? Wrong. He immediately leaves his entire team and comes over here. He's going to be cheeky. Look at this. He cracked his E already. He hasn't fired a shot. Fires the absolutely terrible missiles. Now here he almost gets a pick on the rocket. Not too bad of shots, but he's dead again. He didn't protect himself. It's like he just thought that no one's going to come look for him here. If we rewind it, he should have been shooting from here, you know? Use the bushes as cover. Make sure you can get behind this rock for safety. Make sure you can fly back to your team. But this guy just keeps going out in the middle. He just keeps dying. He says, hey, here I am. Shoot me, kill me, so you guys know that it's 5 versus 6. All right? He's dead again. Goodbye. This guy is not learning from his mistakes. Now, here's another pro tip for all you new guys to a game like this. Every single time you die, you know when it makes you sit there and wait a few seconds before you respawn? You should try and be honest with yourself again and think, well, why did I die? Was it just a random shot from Hawkeye across the map? Did I go too far into the enemy team? Did I not get help? Did someone dive me and, you know, I did my best, but no one else helped me out and maybe they could have? Was I a tank and I just stepped too far forward? Did I use a cooldown at the wrong time? Was it me or was it somebody else? Was it just the game? You got to try and, you know, use that to figure it out. Am I being countered by certain things? Right? There's lots of different things that can go on in these games. Iron Man is not learning from any of his mistakes. So he's back again. Here we go. Feels like he's speed running how many deaths he can get. Okay, a couple shots, He's got his E up. He has not cracked his E. Shooting at his own guys, okay. So let me point something out here. If you're an IronMan main, you don't have to be this close. Unless you've snuck up on somebody and you're really good with using the beam, and the beam is extremely strong with, he's got a Hulk on his team. Right now he's hitting nobody. All right? He's using the wrong thing at the wrong time, in the wrong place. He's too far up. Hug walls, hug pillars, hug line of sight. So if you need to get out of danger, right, you can just go down here. Oh, look at this. Right? I can use this rock. You can shoot from up in the trees. Whatever it is, right? So instead, IronMan beams nothing. Now he hits his E. So now he does a lot of damage. Okay, he uses his E and moves right into the line of sight of like the entire enemy team. Fires the shitty missiles again and finally starts shooting his basic attacks. What did we hear right before we paused there? We heard judge. So what's coming? The jury and the execution. And he's out. Okay. So now he's at 2,700 damage. His other damage dealer's at 6k. He's chipped in a little bit, but he's 1-4, and he shouldn't be. Honestly, at this point in the game, he should probably have like 1 death. He needs to keep moving back. Playing aggressive himself is not going to work with this kind of team comp. Okay. So he's kind of protecting himself a little bit better here now, using some cover. He actually backs up for once. Sees the Hulk and fucking freaks out. He's taking heavy fire. Gets healed. He's kind of lost here, right? He just flew from over there. He flew in a little circle. He came all the way over here. I think he's looking for the heal, but he doesn't know where it is. He's firing at the Hulk. And he's not even firing at the ground to give him a better chance at hitting this guy. Not to mention there's, well, yeah. 3 members of the enemy team are right beside him and he's not even looking at them. Now he does. He hits his E, he dashes away, and he dies. So he contributed very little there. Couple hits, couple little bit of chip damage, but it's not consistent. Okay? You might see a lot of top 500 Ironmans and stuff these days. They're using their beam and they're absolutely KOing the crap out of people with the beam. Well, guess what? They're highly skilled, top tier players. I don't expect that guy to do this. For him, he should be very happy with sitting back, kind of like this, and consistently shooting damage into the enemy team, building ultimates, and seeing if he can, even if he can pick off one guy with an ultimate. That's a victory. Okay? He needs to protect himself better and just keep chipping away and hoping that when he chips somebody, someone else is going to finish that kill, right? But just look how lost he is here. Protect yourself. There's a thing that I tell viewers on my stream. Keep your back to your spawn when you're on defense, okay? Keep your back to safety. That's what you need to do. And this guy, safety's over this way. Safety's over this way behind him, right? This is all safe area. There ain't no enemies over there. But, you know, he's got some teammates over here, and what does this guy do? He literally seems to fly directly into the enemy team. I think he freaks out, pauses, shoots 1, 2 basic attacks, 3. He's still at full health. This guy didn't take advantage at all. Could have webbed him and everything. He wasn't even boosting, right? But they're bronze players, so everyone's learning here. Takes a bunch of fire and then hits his E and dashes towards the enemy spawn, where Luna's like, with open arms, she's greeting this guy. Hello. And he's dead. So here's another tip. Try not to panic. Don't freak out. This guy's panicking. He's flying all over the place. He was fine right here. He just could have sat right here like he did. If he gets in danger, he can fly up. He can fly away. He can fly anywhere up here, right? But he freaked out. And he contributed very little yet again. And he died. And his team is just getting bullied at this point. All right, let's speed it up. He's still on the IronMan too. He's still at 1-6 with 3,300 damage. He is still on the IronMan. Now, his Doctor Strange makes a portal here, okay? Things have flipped. So now he's got 3 members of his team. There's an enemy right here. They're behind the enemy team. What do you think he's going to do? This guy looks like he should be a good target, right? He flies right over his head. Flies right over that enemy. Flies directly into the middle of the room. Starts taking damage from the Punisher. And he tries to ult again and dies. Like, absolute negative value this guy is providing to his team. He is now 1-7. He didn't fire a shot there. They had a flank. IronMan people, just so you know, he could have used this corner right here and turned the corner and shot. He could have went over there. He could have stayed further back. He didn't even have to use his ult there necessarily, right? But he literally chose the wrong situation entirely. He went in the middle of the room behind no cover and tried to shoot at the one guy who would love to square up with him and shoot him out of the sky. Sometimes just take the shot. Just kill the squirrel girl, all right? Just take the easy hit. Stop going for the big 4-man kill. You're not that good. And you're just trying to win the game. You're trying to grind him down with IronMan. So he switches. He's on Star-Lord now. Now remember, I'm not trying to run this guy down. He's probably newer at the game. I'm just trying to use his examples as ones that hopefully you can take something from. So he shot a little bit more. Hyper aggressive. This is death. Okay? He backs up. He turned the corner, immediately realized, oh my god, that's a bunch of red names. He turned the hell around and backed up. Good. He recognized that it's a dangerous situation. Okay, he's kind of shooting a little bit, but he's like panicked. He's overcomplicating things. He should have just been standing here and shooting clip after clip after clip in that general direction. Build an ult. Especially in bronze and stuff, okay? This is what he should have been doing that whole time. He basically wasted, a dozen seconds. But whatever, he's doing it now. Almost blows himself up with the penny random mines. That would have been funny as hell, but... Okay. So he does a little loop. He gets healed. He comes back. And now he's panicking a bit, I think. He goes right up to Punisher, uses his E, and falls to his death. Let me reiterate. Try not to panic. Okay? Just be calm. Be consistent. If you just want to shoot the things that are in front of you, if you just want to shoot tanks all day, you can do that in bronze and you will win games. Okay? He's freaking out. He's all over the place. Just shoot Penny Parker all day if you want. All right? So here he is again. He's moving into a position. It's like he's Psylocke or something. I don't know what he's doing, but he's trying to get right up close to people and he wants to kill them. Pretty good shots on the Rocket there. Rocket gets away. Gets the heal from Luna back to full. Now he's in danger again. Way too aggressive. All on his own. He's trying to... I think he might know there's a heal over here. It's right over here. Oops. On the other side of this wall. So I think he's trying to get to this. But he doesn't actually go for it. Punisher's wise to his shit. And dead. Okay. He is now almost tripled. He's tripled up. I don't know if he gets another life here. He's back. Enemy team's about to win. Runs through the nest. He's got an ult. Okay. He's shooting anything here. He's just shooting. And he's hitting the tanks with the shield. I don't think he knows, maybe, that you can actually focus on targets, so he should have dashed over here and just blew the squirrel girl away. But at least he's just shooting something. He dies. They lose. There you go. So, Jay Jones barely did more damage than his frontline duelists. He barely did more damage than his Mantis. Mantis had a pretty solid game considering the pressure that was on them. Cloak and Dagger, same. Decent contributions. Not bad at all. The Winter Soldier made it actually a game. They wouldn't have lasted nearly as long if Winter Soldier didn't get some key picks there. But if I'm looking at this team, you need to look at who you're playing against and if you can somehow counter them. And if what you're doing is working, then great. If what you're doing isn't, swap. Swap to something that's going to be a little bit more guaranteed value. Okay? So that's the first half. These guys are down. The other team won with 45 seconds left. And let's see. Gates are open here. Let's see what Jay Jones 615 does this time. So right off the bat, he freezes. He doesn't shoot the penny nest in front of him. He doesn't even pull the trigger at all. He says, fuck it, I'm going this way. Oh no. Uh-oh. Dodges him. Dodges him. Jay Jones is back in the game. Walks right up. Lands one clip. Lands half of the other one. Dead. Hyper aggression again. This man just, he doesn't care if he lives or dies. He is speed running deaths. He now has 11 deaths. Second place has 9. It's just negative value. And I swear to you guys that are trying to rank up, I promise you that if you just play consistently, if you sit with your team here, if he was just shooting in this general direction, he would be doing so much more for his team than trying to be the hero of the universe and go kill a squirrel girl. Just sit here and shoot, buddy. Okay? He E's nothing. He cancels it. He goes into the wall. He dashes up. He's... Where is he going? Where is he going? The entire enemy team and his entire team is here. Where are you going? He drops down. He goes around. He's back. That is the flank of the year when you think about it. Okay, they got a kill. And they got another kill. Jay Jones contributed. He had to go around the world to do it, but he did it. Okay, now. Him being on this roof is not a bad idea. Once his team, gets up here a little bit, great. As long as he doesn't die. Make the enemy worry about different angles. This is good. He can shoot at people from up here. Doesn't even matter if his accuracy isn't very good. You want them to sit down here, and instead of just being able to look right here and shoot people, now they got to worry about this guy on the roof. They need to keep looking up. They need to keep looking around. That's what you do with IronMan as well. You shoot from different angles, but you got to make sure that you are safe. You don't just fly up and die. But he's waiting for the team. Good. Okay, great. Scope it out a little bit. Maybe ping somebody. Okay, missed that clip. That's fine. It's making me nervous here. What's he going to do? Name more bubbles to come up on the roof too. They got a big roof presence here. He's flanking. This would be a great time to use your E if you like using your E. You know? But now he uses it. I don't know. Okay, he managed to kill the rocket with help from somebody else, and he got out. It's not the worst thing ever. A little messy, but, But now he's shooting Hulks again. He could have shot this person with all that and used his E again, but he shot Hulk a few times. Now he E's. Okay, it's not the worst thing ever. He's dead again. So one thing that you got to try and pay attention to at the same time is making sure that your team is alive or dead. He didn't realize his team's dead. So he's fighting and like there's only 2 of them alive. So here he is, he's shooting again. Luna has a terrible ult. Everyone's full health. This guy runs out of it. They should be pushing with this Luna ult. They should be walking up and pushing. He's got his ultimate. You can tell what he's trying to do here. He thinks, I'm going to sneak around and use my ultimate. Cracks his ult right here. Dead. Killed nobody. He's absolutely sticking his neck out. Thinks he's going to make that big boy play like he did against against the bots in AI games. He just pissed it away again. So it takes this guy forever to get an ult because he spends so much time trying to be this sneaky S tier top 500 assassin. And you just have to stick to the fundamentals. Sometimes you just got to shoot shit in front of you. It's just messy. God, I wish I was Squirrel Girl whenever I look at this. By the way, pro tip, Squirrel Girl is fantastic on this map, okay? You can shoot anywhere here pretty much, and it'll just bounce and like blow up here, and you just do damage. You just take the corner yourself. But anyway, Star-Lord putting in extremely low damage, chipping away. He's at 8,600. He doesn't know where the health packs are either, which doesn't help. And then he just walks out into his death. I mean, at this point, Morel's probably gone. He's probably given up. Whatever. The game just pretty much ends. There's a little bit of a fight at the end here. We're not going to go through every little thing. He switches back to the IronMan. He's in the middle of the whole fight. He literally boosts into the middle of the fight. He's tricked by using IronMan's rockets or something. I don't know what the hell that was, but he dies for no reason. And the game's over. But, I mean, had he contributed more, this could have been a game. You know, this could have been a little bit closer. Would Red Team have won? Yeah, probably, right? They would have won. But he could have made more of a game out of it. Instead, the final results are, I mean, an easy victory for the Red Team. His damage numbers were pitiful. These are the final numbers. I mean, it's just not good enough. And the 15 deaths just makes you look even worse. So if I can just push anything on people, it's protect yourself. Just try and squeeze value out of every life. You don't always have to try and go make the big boy play. Sometimes just shooting is all you need to do. Just shoot at what's in front of you, especially in the low ranks. And just contribute that way. Build ultimates. Try and just get something out of the ultimate. Again, you don't have to go get the highlight reel play of the game. And anyway, yeah, that's a bronze match with J Jones 615. Didn't go too well for them, but anyway, if anyone has any comments, questions, if you want to see a match review on a certain character, if you ever want me to review one of your matches, you can come on my stream and I'll do it right then and there. But I'll link my stream in the video description below. I love reviewing these things. I can get very deep with it if you want. But yeah, thanks for watching. I hope to do a whole bunch more of these. They're fun to do. I enjoy doing them. And I'll see you later. Take care.